Hello and welcome to tonight's CLNS Media Patriots Roundtable. I'm your host, Nick Qualia. No Mike Molyneux on tonight's set of episodes. Instead, it's just me and Marv Zahn. All right, Marv. Patriots, they got a win. First time we can say that in a few weeks. They beat the Bengals. Pretty crappy team. Poor Joe Burrows. That poor guy. Wins the Heisman. He's gonna be. I didn't see who actually gave it to him.
You can't say poor Joe Burrow. He's about to make a lot of money.
Yeah, but the Bengals are slowly becoming the new Browns. Although the Browns are kind of staying the same as the Browns because the Browns.
Right, the Browns are still the Browns.
The Browns still suck. But that poor Joe Burrows, he got, I don't know who it was, but somebody handed him a Bengals helmet over the weekend, and he looked like the kid who got the avocado for Christmas in that famous Vine. He was like, oh thanks. Appreciate it. So anyway, Patriots, they beat the Bengals. Looked a little tough in the beginning, but as the game went along, they broke it open. But Tom Brady, again, did not look great. We're having this conversation after every single week. Instead, a name that you've seen labeled to him a lot over these past couple weeks, and especially after yesterday's game or Sunday's game manager. Tom Brady against the Bengals this past Sunday, 15 for 29, 128 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 turnovers, 0 interceptions. So, Marv, can the Patriots continue to win for the remainder of the season and in the postseason with Tom Brady playing the same exact way, essentially just being the team's game manager?
History has shown, Nick, that yes, the Patriots can go as far into the Super Bowl with a quarterback as a game manager. Now, 2001, right? Brady was a game manager in 2001, maybe even in 2003, you could say that. Or you look at recently the Denver Broncos with a shot Peyton Manning. That team was horrible. There was a point where Brock Osweiler had to come in and play quarterback for a little bit.
That team was bad.
Bad.
That offense was bad.
But they were still able to make it to the Super Bowl and then beat the Carolina Panthers. So history has shown us, yes, that you can have a quarterback as a game manager and continue to go as far as possible as in the Super Bowl. However, Tom Brady cannot be completing 50% of his throws, 128 yards, and expect to win a game. Like, he needs to be a little better than that. That's not even game manager status. That's
his
poor.
Past 5 games, 51%.
Past 5 games.
51%.
For those who don't know, that's bad.
Not good. That's really not good.
That's really poor from your quarterback. You can't be completing 50% of your throws. Yes, he can still be a game manager, but you need the completions to be 65%, at least 65%, I would say. And that's what a game manager is. Someone who's not going to lose you the game.
60.
We're begging for 60. Someone who's not going to lose you the game, who's going to, keep the offense going when need be. And then you're Tom Brady. You're the clutches, the greatest quarterback of all time. You've seen it all. I believe that this team could advance, but Brady is going to need to play better.
All right, before I give my answer, guys, football and basketball season, they're in full swing, baby. Celtics pretty good. Apparently they struggle on the road against winning teams, but that's a discussion for a different show. Get into the game with our exclusive sports betting partners, betonline.ag. Sign up today to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit to start betting college or professional ball. Every spread, every total, every single winner or loser. Straight bet, parlay, or tease your way through the entire season. You guys can even bet on wild prop bets. Who will make the college football playoff and who will be the NFL MVP? Get the fastest to-market odds, updates, and payouts with our new sportsbook partners, betonline.ag. Head over to betonline.ag today on your mobile device or join and use promo code CLNS50 to receive your 50% welcome bonus. Again, that is CLNS50. BetOnline.ag, your online sports book experts. All right, so you're right. The Patriots have done this before. They've gone to Super Bowls. They've won Super Bowls with what is essentially a game manager. And yeah, look at the history. Peyton Manning, you brought up the Broncos. That's a perfect example. That's all Peyton was that year. Peyton was throwing
ducks.
And, a lot of people look at Peyton Manning's final year and they look at Tom Brady's year this year because a lot of people are saying Tom Brady's done. Tom Brady looks much better than Peyton Manning
Yeah,
did.
I haven't seen that type of digression from
Oh
Brady.
my God, he was so bad that season. And Brady's great. He doesn't look good. He doesn't look good, but he doesn't look that bad. He doesn't look
Right.
Peyton Manning 2015 bad, if I got the year correct there. But the problem is the AFC right now. I don't think that you can make it to the Super Bowl, because I think you can make it through these next two games as a game manager. But making it to the Super Bowl, you're going to have to play two, potentially three, depending on how you look at the Houston Texans. You're going to have to play probably two high-flying offenses: the Kansas City Chiefs, the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens, especially, just looking at them, that offense looks unstoppable right now. Looks unbeatable. Lamar Jackson is making his name stapled into the NFL right now. You're not going to make it to the Super Bowl by only scoring 16, 20, 22 points. I can't imagine in the AFC Championship game, especially if the Patriots make it that far, especially if the Patriots have to go to Baltimore, which they're probably going to have to if they make it that far. I can't imagine seeing Lamar Jackson and the Ravens only putting up 25 points. I'll even give him 25 points. I can't imagine that.
Right.
I don't think the Patriots can make it to the Super Bowl with Tom Brady being a game manager. The AFC is just too stacked with loaded offenses.
Well, another thing though that I forgot to mention. Look, you just laid it out, right? It's not going to be an easy road with, even as a game manager, how Brady's playing, but also the defense needs to play unbelievable
They're going to have to play out of their ass.
In this stretch of games right here. They're going to be, like you said, no mistakes, turnovers as they've been doing. Special teams has to commit turnovers, block punts. You need that to be sustainable throughout. And is that possible? From what I've seen, I think it is possible. I think that this defense can really go on and make turnovers. They've been doing it every game. Yes, they had an Andy Dalton. I don't think you're going to get 4 interceptions in a game. I doubt that's going to happen. But if you can get one or two, that can change the whole game. We've seen them. They're so good with their hands and strip sacking. They're so good at blocking the punt. One of those things can really change the game. And when you give Brady good field position, he's able to at least put in 6 half the time. So I think that this defense will need to play unbelievable as they've been doing, be turnover heavy, and they have a chance to make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, is the red zone. The red zone's been a problem all season long. They've ranked in the bottom half of the league mostly the entire season, especially since we've seen that this offense has a pretty big kryptonite, and that's, I mean, most of the offense, to be honest with you. I don't want to sugarcoat it. The only guy that's been impressive all season has really been Joe Thuney at left guard. Everybody else has had their own gaggle of issues, right down to Tom Brady.
And he's due to get paid too.
He's due to get paid. I mentioned that today on Twitter. Joe Thuney, the way he's playing right now, he's going to get a massive contract that the Patriots are not going to want to spend next year.
You have no choice.
But game manager, man, it's not going to happen this year if Tom Brady doesn't improve, if this offense doesn't improve. They're going to have to be better. He's going to have to be more than a game manager if they're going to want to get into the Super Bowl this year.
Right. I mean, obviously there's other things wrong with this offense, but right now specifically we're just talking about game managing, and that will be able to help throughout. And the offense needs a lot of work, but Tom Brady needs to be playing better as well.
Yeah, and you brought up the defense earlier. The defense is going to have to be close to that 2015 Denver Broncos team because, again, these AFC teams, the Chiefs, the Ravens, and occasionally, a lot of the time, the Houston Texans, they're going to have to play tough defense. I think if they do play the Ravens again in the postseason, they're going to have a better game than they did the first time. I think they usually play better defensively the second time around. I think that they would play better against Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, but I still see them putting up minimum 25 points.
And it's funny about that Ravens team. Like, I want to agree with you, Nick. I really do. But the offense has gotten worse since the Ravens game. It hasn't gotten better. Like, the offense wasn't bad at the Ravens game.
They were still undefeated. We were like, damn, this team's good.
Like the offense wasn't bad. Let's not forget, you made turnovers during that game that helped the Ravens win that. So a lot has changed from the Ravens side of the football field and from our side of the football field. That Ravens team's not the same team either once they beat you guys. Their head got big. They've been playing with the supreme confidence and smacking everyone inside ever since they beat the Patriots. So it's going to be two different teams on that field.